Hello, everybody. Hello, boys and girls. Today, in this special emission called Volleyball Connection, from Mexico City to Rimini, Italy, with the great international coach and commentator or analyst, Mark Lebedew. How are you, Mark? Nice to meet you again.
Hi, Alejandro. Good to see you. Good to be here.
Oh, I'm very, very glad. Thanks a lot. I know that in Rimini, Italy is 10 p.m., right? Here in Mexico is 3 p.m.
In 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. here, yes. So we've been at the stadium all day and relaxing, getting ready for tomorrow's games.
Yeah, well, okay, tomorrow will be the third day of a men's competition. Right now, it's still playing USA versus Brazil. Um, Set point for Brazil in the second set. They are winning 1-0. So for me, it's pretty impressive.
They have a good team.
Yeah, they're a good team. And Brazil also, Joandre Leal is playing amazing, amazing volleyball. The middle blocker, Isaac, is playing great. Bruno is playing great. Lucarelli is 100% recovered of his injury. But well, nice to have you here, Marcelo. We will talk a few minutes about volleyball, about your analysis, what you are watching right there in Rimini. But again, thanks a lot for being here, Mark, for the second time.
It's my pleasure.
Mark, what is your analysis in the first 3 days of a women's competition and the first two days of men's competition? Which teams do you like? Which teams do you think are the most disappointing teams at this time? Let's just remember that we still have 4 more weeks of volleyball in Rimini.
Yeah, there's a lot more volleyball to be played here. I think in total is 248 matches. I haven't watched all the teams because they're playing often at the same time. But from the women's competition, the most impressive team that I watched personally was Japan. They
Oh, yeah.
played really, really well in the match that I saw them. I was really impressed with their organization, their tactics, especially with the serve, and I really like the outside hitter Ishikawa. She's a really good player. It was really fun to watch her attack, serve, really do everything for the team. And the setter, the best setter that I've seen in this tournament is Momi from Japan. Also, she was in the games that I saw, she was great.
Yeah, I think that Japan are preparing very, very well for the Olympics in Japanese soil in 1.5 months. Also, the men's Japanese team is playing great volleyball.
I haven't seen them yet. I saw the results. Looks like they're doing well. They have the new outside. I think it's Takanashi. So he's good enough that they can leave Yanagita at home. So he's out of the Olympics already. So it looks like they've made some improvements if they're happy to take him, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. I hope tomorrow I'll have a chance to watch them.
Yeah, right. And well, what about the USA volleyball team on the women's side? Sorry, I think they're playing also very well. Karch is very focused, preparing the team for the Olympics, and a lot of very good players. Only 4 Olympians from Rio.
I was really surprised to see that. I don't follow the women's game as close as the men's game, but to have only 4 players from that team shows you how much quality there is in the United States system. And every player that's in the group now is better than the ones before. So they have really so much depth of quality that, how they won against Brazil means they have to be the favorites for the gold medal already.
Yeah, also Brazil, I think they're playing very, very well. With it's a very interesting mix of new players and veteran players like Sheila, like Fekorai. Gab is playing amazing. The new setter Macris is playing great. What can you tell us about the Brazilian women's team?
Yeah, that's another team that I haven't seen. I saw couple of points of their game against the USA. But really, I've just heard how well they're doing. I've heard that the older players who have come back are in really good shape, in good form. So it will be interesting. I'm sure that US will play Brazil again later in the tournament, but that will be a much different match than this one. There's a long road to travel still.
And on the women's side, which team do you think are the most disappointing team?
The teams that didn't bring all of their players, I think it's disappointing for the tournament. Of course, every country has to make their decisions and their choices, but we miss a lot the top players from China, from Serbia, from Italy. I was really excited. I've never seen Negonu play, for example. I was really excited to see her close up, but the Italian team that is here is not really, well, it's the team that's not preparing for the Olympics. So that's disappointing for me, but I've seen a lot of, this is the disappointing teams.
And well, also the Netherlands, they have the full team, right?
They have most of the players. I think they're missing Dijkema, the setter, Slutjes, I think, has retired. Yes.
Robin de Cruyff.
So, and after the missed qualification for the Olympics, I think some players finished with the national team as well. But they have a new young opposite who played really well in the first game. I was commentating the game against Germany, and the German team was stronger in that game, definitely. Even though they're playing without Lippmann.
Yeah, right. Well, before we go with the men's side, what can you tell us about the dynamics inside the bubble? The hotel, it's close to the venue or not so much? What's the environment inside the expo center in Rimini?
It's a really interesting experience. There's 30 teams here, plus FIVB officials, plus the production company. So everybody is spread through the city in lots of different hotels. So everybody's situation is a little bit different. So I'm staying in one small bubble with the TV production company, and everybody is basically in the hotel or the stadium. The teams have, especially there are some teams with close to the beach, they're allowed to sometime to go to the beach, but not to mix with other people from outside the bubble. So they try to be as strict as possible with that. Once we get into the stadium, then only the competitors and the people directly involved with the tournament can be inside the stadium. The stadium itself is, it's not a stadium, it's a giant expo hall, and it's set up really well. The two competition courts are close together. There are 4 training courts and a fully equipped weights facility that's there. The teams that are not competing, so when the men are playing the women's teams, when the women are playing the men's teams, they have an allocated 3-hour training time per day, so that they can use on the court in the weights room, but they have to stay on that court, and there's no mixing, more or less, except for the walkways when nobody can go and watch the practices, or there are no spectators at the games, just the people that have to work the games.
Right, amazing. And regarding to you, both the commentators and the analysts, you work only in 2 games or 2 matches a day?
At the moment, we're working 2 matches every day, so we have a lot of preparation time. Obviously, the commentators that are here, there's a couple of, there are 3 professional commentators and 3 volleyball experts. We're mixing up different combinations, sometimes in pairs, sometimes alone, and that's the way that we're looking to or planning to get through the tournament.
Amazing, Mark. And last night, Clayton Lucas was here in the show. A very good friend, Clayton Lucas. He commentated a couple of games with you. But what can you tell us about your opinion or your vision about this tournament? Is different. When I see the court on the TV, it looks pretty clean, without ball retrievers, without the quick moppers, without the line judgment. It's a very different tournament at all.
It's really interesting kind of experiment. So I was talking with somebody today who made the comment that for them it was perfectly normal that the players took the ball from the trolley behind the court, for example. And with this experiment's been done before in the Italian league, but to play without linesmen is also doesn't seem to be any problem. The referees can miss 1 or 2 calls that the linesman can make, but the challenge system is available to fix any problems. And I haven't, in any of the games that I've seen, I haven't seen moments, situations that were impossible to solve. So those are 2 really interesting things that maybe shows us something that we don't need in the future. The same goes with the quick moppers. The players, the teams have worked out. Every team is a little bit different how they've organised to do that. Some teams have the subs throw towels on for the players. Sometimes the subs come onto the court. I saw one coach who had the towel in his pocket so he can give it to the players. So again, the adaptation to the environment has been really fast by the teams, and it's run in that way really smoothly, the presentation of the games.
Yeah, right. I totally agree with you. We have to experiment, right, to develop volleyball. I think it's very nice. It's a very nice experiment. Mark, so now let's go to the men's side. The men's side started yesterday. I'm very, very impressed with Brazil yesterday, with USA, with Russia today. Thomas Avelu, I think, is doing a very good, very, very good job. Alegno in Iran, I think it will take a little more time to watch the effect of Alegno in Iran. But what's your opinion about the men's side?
The teams everybody is approaching the tournament in a slightly different way. So you see, even from the first 2 days, there are a lot of changes from game 1 to game 2. I haven't seen the US or Brazil, so I can't comment on that except for the results. But the teams are, I would say, it's the beginning of the season. No team had the preparation they would normally have, so was shorter, not so much time in training camp, and importantly, no preparation matches. So some teams played a couple of matches, but because of the different travel restrictions, a lot of teams came straight to the bubble without any matches. So yesterday, for example, you could see quite a few things that you wouldn't normally see, some miscommunications and some mistakes that were a little bit unusual. But of course, that will change as the tournament progresses. And I think by the end of the next 2 weeks, for sure, the level, especially of the top teams, will be really high.
Argentina, for example, they traveled to Italy with only nine players, and I read that the rest, that the remaining 5 players are now traveling to Italy, right? It was a pretty tough news for Argentina.
It was tough for them. They were, I think, a little bit lucky. They have at least the right numbers of players for every position. So that part is not so bad. I think that the players are here now, but they have to do one isolation here in Rimini, and I think they will be able to play from the next round, but I'm not 100% sure.
Right. Well, I hope that Mark, we can connect another time in the next days. I want to congratulate you because I know you are going next season to Germany with Friedrichshafen. Is the right name? Friedrichshafen.
Friedrichshafen.
Friedrichshafen. Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You spent last season with Guardia in Poland, right? In Plus Liga.
Yes, it was a club close to my hometown, and so in the second half of the season, I could help them.
Okay, well, I wish you the best, Mark, for the next season in Germany. I'm pretty sure you will do it very well.
Thank you very much, Alejandro.
Mark, it was a pleasure for me. It's time to go to sleep. It's 10:20 there in Italy. Yep. Thanks a lot, and I hope we can connect another time or another times in the next few weeks.
No problem.
Okay, see you, Mark.
See you later, everybody.